Tifo me wakwaba me chechi a ma watching esada oba daily updates so ene da ere erade aye yeda otumfo nyankopon ase ye ne tifo nyina se yeda so tinkom na me wakwaba esaba daily updates so ma wachi bim ye so be subscribe am YouTube channel no na open notification bell no so we are Samaya ebrebe the videos ebetum no YouTube ebe mo alert no na wajebre na akokuche bi me pacha all commenter for sure mami na borem time bia we got daily update here sumeti for 24/7 ye na ehome jese sumeti for the ekoso man mo na so wonya bre na wohwe bi na odo adwenkyere so ase adwenkyere comment and say comment na she comment section ye nyina benim ye nyina nim ye ko take Kelvin tell her with all due respect but video bi betwegu na mami ka video no asem nchro video ben Mahama ba obeka Mahama ba no yan enye Mahama ba de e ka Mahama ba agana fana Mahama ba o trend pa apia stadium ono na see oye Mahama ba no apia stadium Mahama ba bi obefa bia na je Mahama zuzo aje atumze ye Mahama ba na je maybe Mahama can say that title will be intimate. Now, Pierre Stadium na some nice sculpture no bow down to a sculpture no. Just a very nice sculpture. A sculpture eti for adia ye de dotie anwene na ze betimi de nua sene na ye de dua betimi asene obi anaze that kind of sculpture craft so those craftsmen or moye ni be no. And now I be now just say bow down to a very interesting thing where now Kelvin tell her with all the respect to so Kesi be where chere eno ye eneno I bit after say I info that was very interesting we mean some momre yen ko info make one semono na inti audio no about Kelvin tell her with all the respect. God bless that team na make na o show bibera say o jibre amiakoti eneno ya be kwa ba no ato nkomodidi eni so after say ati enene infoni na wi. God bless you for adwenkyere bia ho na share na like daily updates na say we give you the best your official panso ema wachi ebiem. God bless you, stay tuned.
Some who papa ni e friend John Dramani Mahama JDM. I don't know. Papa, what is the next president? Father to her. Yes, Father to her. Father to Diniso. His Excellency, Father so. John Dramani Mahama. Maybe casting the Afano. Yes, Dramina here. Papa, and I would like it to know. Only 2024 25 president of Ghana. I'm not a lecture, Martin. I'll come and penny the to. Mais déjà bi gira papa mi menene kasa yesi mi tuche me sora no pa me so le seboso John Mahama ene oba be kasa che Ghana fo woni president o ti bi gira ho so bia me bisa akwhye ku fa no ti bi nyi bi da je I love you John Mahama I love you ala nchamati esi fom o ma tata na somebody ba o me be fisi papa we apia stadium say mo de ba o me be fisi papa mo fa mra mo ye no fa mra mo aboti kurom ha biribi mu di atam MPP di e matani ni enim MPP di nyantafo party MPP di e matani ni enim sabra mi show love with papa gentleman we wiasi nyansafo dem me tire de so dai pa mo se mo tv de sama kofa ba o me de ba on de ba o me ofri Belgium and ofri Canada and ofri US send them ba some mo kofa pepe ni be fesi no akora hu da chere ne ni age isi edewom papa wem edewo no mu mo se o asantini bo na fu na nam ende sama ko piepia ala nsi fom ala nchamati achi di fu e me mamo ya ko na mo ni makufu ado asabari ma jolede kum kufu ka sa mi ko mo peni pa mo ka se mo bete sanne mo hu mo amode sia asante anene wodi ado ho agyan wodi ado ho no su agagwo wodi ko fie. Papa, I'm proud of you. JDM, John Mahama, next president. Papa, I love you. Akufu ado go jina boche se gala say what to as your Akufu ado kun sunya be sunya be kaka. Now, we opinion kind of quick. They don't see.
A commission, and they were going around the nation, and he was sitting there. He had read every single thing the commission was putting together. Onim na project ane woman yina was a Ghana for ye diso. This man was sitting and telling them, say, a political parties manifesto no, and he say ye jina so if you say I know the political parties no end so. This same man was in Ghana, and NDC free power. Ye be then NDC for a handy over this manifesto to Akufo-Addo. This man was in Ghana, and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not touch a single thing in the manifesto. In fact, in 2015, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo air campaigning on free SHS, which was already in Ghana's constitution and also in the National Development Plan. No? It was basically in it. No? This man refused to tell Ghanaians say the free SHS na Akufo-Addo can wasem no. It is already being implemented. It is already in the constitution. Also, a professor. All that they did was that they started to run down the National Development Plan because we say 40 years. Said they are not going to live to 40 years. So they wanted a 5-year thing or a 7-year, 10-year thing. Osafomafo, and so by Bonte Bekachre Ghana for this was Osafomafo said after the plan was put together. Osafomafo said 10-year development plan after they handed over the National Development Plan to Akufo-Addo. So you could see, say, some penny these are the people who, for a long time, they have derailed us from our development. It is not like Bonsambi Tibebio, they know the problem, they know how the solving of the problem, but because of their tribe and their foolish political affiliation, what they do every time, and they say, if the NDC comes up with anything good, they will crash it down. And this is a man onimsanya de obedi 40 years was asasi we so osafma for 92 nansen obewu Professor Adai we this at 80 day nansen obewu say they don't care. That is why Professor Adai was saying say we need a 10-year plan. Osafma was say we don't need a national development plan. And the question here is, what have they done? Now remember, when we talk about free SHS, these professors and these so-called Osafma Fomono, they knew say free SHS, it was in the constitution, but it was supposed to be done there progressively. So all the way back from F cube, free SHS was being implemented. But it wasn't being implemented to say and then in there because every government was looking at the strength and infrastructure of that country, Ghana, no, and Sanoma. So you could see from Nkruma's time all the way to JJ Rawlings F cube compulsory free compulsory universal basic education. President Atamels Mahama. You could see the free SHS was being enrolled, and I said it was being rolled out progressively. In Kofo we buy because some free SHS now. Professor Adai Omo education sector, they sat back and said, yes, Mahama's free SHS now is stupid. We should go for Akufo-Addo's free SHS now. They never asked Akufo-Addo how he was going to contain all these kids in school. It's when you go back into a debate, John Mahama, have a year with other flag bearers, and Akufo-Addo, he spoke about the National Development Plan. And this was what John Mahama said when it comes to a year free SHS, National Development Plan, and what and why the government or Ghana needs it.
I will go to the president and the presidential candidate of the NDC to answer the same question in 3 minutes.
Indeed, I think there's a confusion in the mind of the NPP presidential candidate in the answer he gave. That is exactly the concern we have in this country, that when political parties leave government, the plans and visions that are instituted are thrown away. And so if we assume that every 4-year cycle,
criminal report in Baumia has failed. The NPP as a political party, they are a group of criminals. It's a cluster of criminals coming together to make you feel say they want to govern or they want to serve. This is the reality on the ground. Mahamudu Baumia should talk on the dollar, speak on the dollar. And that is what we are asking. This is serious. This is not a joke. All right, on YouTube, how many likes are we doing on YouTube? And also how many shares are we doing on Facebook? On YouTube, I can see 810 likes. Please, let's make people lie to you and say, MPP, NDC, CPP, no political party is the same. They all have their philosophies. They all have the way they approach economy. They all have the way they approach unemployment, the way they approach every single sector. So, member being country When you see this on the street, Mahamudu Bawumia, this is his terminal report. How is he going to bring the dollar back to 4? That is what we're asking. If Bawumia cannot do this, then nobody, no reasonable Ghanaian should listen to Mahamudu Bawumia. Technically, he's ignorant of managing, and he cannot stand before anyone to say, Toma Menamembe Ghana president. And this is the reality. I don't care whatever Bawumia says from today or has been saying for the past 7 years. This is Bawumia's terminal report. The dollar is at 12.15. That is Bank of Ghana rate. When you go outside, it is basically 14. Technically, yes. That is what is happening out. So it means the pound is up, the euro is up, the yen is up. Ghana's economy basically has crashed. And we sit here and people say, MPP, NDC are the same. I keep telling Ghanaians, there's one thing we need to understand. Your group of people in Ghana, they are dangerous people. The reason why I make us say they are dangerous people, and I say, recently I've been telling you about a national development plan. There was a commission that was put together by the administration before this administration, which was led by John Dramani Mahama. In fact, the NDP commission, the National Development Plan Commission, it was put together to basically 40 years. Sibia Ghana, yebe govern Ghana. Now, sometimes, we as a people, we tend to forget the importance of recognizing these kind of gestures. Because that National Development Plan, today, can be one in. Now, let's go back. Be quick. People will understand what I'm talking about. Now, in Africa right now, per country, before Akufo-Addo them came to power, that's before 2016, Ghana was one of those countries that now we are seeing you recognize it. Now, when you look at the numbers today, you will see, Ghana ranked as African country with highest debt to China. China for country of Africa, Ghana for. Recently, in September, the IMF came out with their report on Eka Bibia Ghana da. So check here, Ghana was first. And when you see there is 31.1 billion Eka ye China any area. So it shows that we are poorly indebted. We are a country, we have basically lost everything under the NPP. And these are the same people who came in and told us they were going to change our lives. They were going to make things better. They were going to do better than John Mahama, who was doing what he could do. And we need to understand, we are now living with a government that basically is not ready to tell you the truth. These are the realities. These are the sad realities that they are not telling you on radio and on TV. Somebody is wearing tie tonight and speaking all the grammar and opening and toy. Their problem is that what they are trying to do, they are trying to cover up the truth. This is the reality here. This is where Ghana is. Our monies, our economic situation now is worse, and it's going to be worse next year. Into South check here in Africa, there are so many countries who are doing better. And in Africa, country abo besia pa in Ghana, 31.1 billion. And this is the government, Africa Beyond Aid, Ghana Beyond Aid. Today, they have even refused to speak on Ghana Beyond Aid because Omo will say they are failures, they are liars, they are criminals, they are thieves. People think when we come here, in such a way. Papa. We use their own words, we use their past statements, we use their past records, their own terminal report to tell them that they have behaved like kids. They are not behaving reasonably. And that's what we do every single day. There will be any problem. But we will make sure, the moment we step on this platform, we will let you know, our reaction before, our attitude, God in his own wisdom will judge every single man on earth. So God is not going to go anywhere to go bring some new thing to judge you. That's why we are here. We are not going outside this country to go find things to judge anybody. We are using people's own words to judge them. So what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. The only problem you guys have, and I say, some of you guys think we are being too hard on some people we are not supposed to. If we don't get hard on them, they'll come back again and do us harm. That is why we are using their own tapes. Now, there's something I want you to understand. I was supposed to do something first before entering this. Last week, you came here and we told you, we are putting together a petition. And that petition is to make sure MTN, they do what they are lying. They are rebranding NDCI. Now ye benya abotre ne amagana fo nyina ate ase no kre ene de ekono. Now I want to show you this. Na yeti krom ha ena Mahamudu Bawumia Ghana card tackling corruption, identity fraud in the informal economy. Mahamudu Bawumia, every time he gets the opportunity, he wants to lie to Ghanaians about Ghana card. We have played videos here. Yachemu videos of Ghana card being put together during Atamel's time, John Dramani Mahama's time. Mahamudu Bawumia came to meet Ghana card. Mahamudu Bawumia has done nothing to stand anywhere else in Ghana to say Ghana card, he actually introduced Ghana card in Ghana. It's a lie. Mahamudu Bawumia has done nothing when it comes to Ghana card. Now, before I enter the Ghana card matter, na Ghana for why are MPP and NDC different? Now, the reason why NDC and MPP are different is say the National Development Plan Commissioner there was one thing the commission wanted to do. The commission wanted to bring everybody together, and it did. The commission wanted us to have one plan. The commission did. The commission actually presented the plan to Ghanaians. Now, Sir Commission, the plan now, I will put it together as a 40-year plan for Ghana. No? Remember, say, time and another danko Ekufuado, eba power. No? The commission actually went to Ekufuado to present the National Development Plan to Ekufuado. Remember, the National Development Plan under the NDC in 2015, the commission was put together to put this document together. No? A year, the people who were in charge of this document, they made sure, say, Ghanaians from different parts of the country, different kinds of profession, from different backgrounds, everybody was consulted before the National Development Plan was put together. The most interesting thing is, when Ekufuado came to power, Nana Dankwa Ekufuado, the commission handed over the NDP to Nana Ekufuado. So sometimes you ask yourself, how did we get here, NPP in power for 8 years? There's nothing in this National Development Plan. 40 years we have to go by. No, there is nothing in that plan these NPP guys have implemented. They have not touched anything. Remember, after this plan was handed over to Ekufuado, they came out to tell Ghanaians and say they were not going to go by the plan. But now somebody's going to say, Kevin Taylor and Ekufuado asem, Kevin Taylor and NPP asem, Kevin Taylor the debut sorry now Okekan sem for NPP. This is Nana Dankwa Ekufuado being handed the National Development Plan by the commission led by Dr. Kwesi Botwe.
Is also expected to make proposals for the development of multi-year rolling plans, taking into consideration the resource potential and comparative advantage of the different districts of Ghana. It is also mandated to make proposals for the protection of the natural and physical environments and ensure that development strategies and programs are in conformity with sound environmental principles. The Constitution demands the Commission has a chairman who shall be appointed by the President in consultation with the Council of State and members made up of the Minister responsible for finance and other ministers of state as the President may appoint. Other members should include the government statistician, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, one representative from each region of Ghana appointed by the Regional Coordinating Council of that region, and such other person as may be appointed by the President having regards to their knowledge and experience of the relevant areas and roles pertaining to development, economic, social, environmental, and spatial planning. In the last 2 years, the commission, which was appointed by former President Mahama, completed a draft for a 40-year development plan and have submitted it to the President Nana Ekufuado. The chair of the commission, Professor Kwesi Botwe, said the entire members collectively wish to tender in their resignation.
And now, our work having been done, President, this was the most important part of our mission. We, as a commission, chaired by me, the President, would like to collectively, Mr. President, stand down, bring our tenure as a commission to a close. Not so much because any law or statute or constitution requires us to, but in order to give you, Mr. President, the opportunity to recompose, recast the commission in accordance with their own vision and priorities, as well, Mr. President, as the supreme interest of our country.
President Akufo-Addo said the government appreciates their contribution for drafting the 40-year development plan.
On behalf of the people of Ghana, my government, and on my own behalf, I express my sincere gratitude to you, Chairperson, for the policy direction you provided, and to you, the Director General, Dr. Nimoy Thompson, for the organizational and technical leadership that got this document out. From the little I know of the operations of the Commission, I'm aware that each and every one of you, the members of the Commission, have made significant input into this document. Your experience and knowledge have no doubt been brought to bear in the drafting of the document. I wish again to thank you all for the contribution you have made.
So when Akufo-Addo came to power, or was sworn in as the president, the commission actually went to Akufo-Addo and said, Nana, plan way a 40-year plan, and yet NDC and they put it together. Nyina otumfo ka ho, mampon hene ka ho, de ohene keto ye a Mr. Boache o ka ho, wiase Ghana
yetifo ene yahwefo. Ye na mase se mojebre no na yekotie eno no. Just say we really appreciate ye ni so adaje any time effort se mojebre anase mo se ne we ho. Na me sure in the first place se ojebre na ekuti ene no. Yet one commodity ni so we interaction time is audio comment no ama me comment section one just say any dey kwaso ye kwaye ni mano na ye nyina gotie ye royal sculpture no in sculpture no ensinchen na ye nhwe Kelvin and Sema oka about the government in power. Kelvin purchase obi obeka se NDC and MPP neither rather announce CPP, PNC, whatever the parties, they can never be the same. Because the Ghana force, NDC force, MPP force, they have that kind of ideology, no. Now, Kelvin Taylor, some crowd patches, Oshe, NDC and Kasana. There are some policies via MPP for Arania is already in the manifesto of MPP. Sorry, NDC. It's already Mahama free SHS. Free SHS and Kasana or Mahama Rani, but it was in a bit by bit. Internal we see community day schools because to start free education at once or at a go, no, you know that we have inadequate infrastructure. Team my own sustaining free education because if you want to openly to go like full-time free education, you know, the student must to be what admitted, and because of free, you know, there are some people that their school drop out or might drop school out because of any financial issues. So the moment though Mahama time, you know, the students were there. It was gradually, and I know what a free education. Said the in due time, no, obey me. I'll trim not just a big time big time policy, and I say initiative B. Na Abraham Penny Akufo-Addo Bayan obey once free education. The free education was already running under Mahama administration, but it was gradually na all we need free education because of international Mahama Kesi community day school. Just gradually to make sure say there is adequate infrastructure, a bit to me, are containing much and more so that there won't be any complications. When he's ready to generalize it. Now Akufo-Addo Baye no ye nyina nim say he has actually done what why there credit anybody why there say why there why free education, but the complication and the outcome of the free education is much higher because it seems say like there are some places and as there are some schools to be a the students are suffering. They don't have place to sleep. Some of them, Emma recently told me and say I interdicted some headmasters, said mistress be, because of they are trying to take some money from their parents, no, just to able to care for the students' welfare, because government a year and I said all the year free education is down. Any day kwaso I daily update TV, so now was subscribing now share am I now comment and share am I and commodity na kwaso no na o the comment and share interaction. Enti Kelvin Taylor Patrick say o man Penny Mahama na this is the time posterity Mahama na can say posterity will charge no. Is the posterity has make Mahama saint. Mahama be or himbo for because Mahama time dollar was 4 cedis to Ghana cedis or 4 cedis, and over the current state of the dollar now 12 cedis and point something. So the difference is much clear. Be sure say be like and watch another comment and show my daily update TV. So the difference is much clear. And this is the time 2024 is like Ghanaians are ready for a change, and this change is going to be like the only option is JDM, because the other political parties now they are not strong enough, and those lead those political parties, they haven't been into government before, like among the government seat which is happened to be the presidential seat in Angola. So the hope is now gearing towards them. I'm sure we are infant commodity in CSA. Now subscribe to my channel. No, yeah, the more updated content. Stay tuned, stay connected. I daily update we give you the best. I'm sure. Stay connected, stay tuned.